Yeah, hi. Is this Middlebrow?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Middlebrow Pod. I'm one of your co-hosts, Brian Park.
I'm Dan Rosen. Wow, Brian, the LA has infected your energy. You've been here for just a week.
I know. It's just something about the energy, the vibe here.
Yeah. You almost hit a biker when we were in a car. You've adapted to the environment.
Yeah, the universe likes to throw its hardest challenges at me, and it's welcome energy. Adversity.
I hate this, Brian. I fucking hate this, Brian. Go back to the old.
You've been here for a while, though.
I've been here for 2 weeks.
You've kind of adapted a little bit.
I played tennis 3 days in a row.
Yeah, you play tennis at
I've had
fancy home, right? What's it called?
Yesterday I played tennis at the Silvertop, which is a Lautner home. If you've seen the studio,
in
the second episode, the one that was all filmed there. But I got introduced to this Danish guy who's he's the mindful tennis coach.
And you didn't laugh when he introduced himself as the
He's
mindful
such a
tennis
sweet
coach.
Danish, sincere guy that immediately. When you're confronted with that
you've gotten so soft. Dan.
I know I can't when he's so nice and generous. My New York energy can't. I just wilt like a flower. I'm like, yes, you are. I am the ball. He was telling me, it's not about, stop thinking about it as an objective and trying to get the ball in. Just be here right now.
That was the entire lesson with you.
I mean, it's a lot about getting low, and there's a lot about me trying to figure out who his celebrity clients are, and him not telling me until I wore him down.
Can you name names on the pod?
No, that's insane, Brian. This is LA. You gotta keep it hush hush. It is among the nicest places I've ever played tennis at. Hills of Silver Lake, looking over the reservoir. I wasn't allowed into the house.
What's the history of the home?
Lautner is kind of one of the iconic LA architects. His probably most famous home is the Goldstein home, which is in the Big Lebowski.
Oh, I know that one.
That's kind of...
He's the eccentric grandpa at all of the courtside at all the Lakers
exactly.
games. And he made his fortune by exploiting people who live in mobile home plots and driving them out. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
That sounds about right.
But it's a vibe.
That's how you
it's
get
a vibe.
What's the ethical way to get courtside Lakers tickets for the rest of your life?
He's a deeply, deeply horrible person. In fact,
he's swagged out a little bit.
Yeah, but at what cost? He is preying on the country's most marginalized and impoverished people. But it's chill.
But then he lets 22-year-old. Queer architecture influencers into his home to give tours. So it seems fair. He does live in a villain lair. His home is a villain lair. So it's... Yeah. I would love to go to this home, by the way.
Oh my God, Dan.
Goldstein, if you listen to this pod, he seems like a big pod guy. Anyway, that's the Lautner's. So then Silvertop, it was never really completed from what I understand. It was designed by him... and then it was kind of bought and in different states of disrepair. And then I think it was bought by one of the Beats people, one of the people who started Beats.
Okay, so Jimmy Iovine's cousin.
Yeah, basically,
okay.
Something like that.
Sure.
And then it was restored by Barbara Boster, who's a big LA architect and designer. She did the Intelligentsia on Silver Lake is probably her most famous work. And she restored it. I actually... very randomly visit her office just before, and she was telling me that they allowed her to restore it, but you have to make very clear you can't mimic the style of the history and pretend you're going with it. You have to make it very clear what is new and what is not, because it's a landmarked home.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And now it's where these tennis guys just somehow bring influencers. It's
you,
me, Kaya Gerber, I don't know.
Photographers who shoot on film, and when you go on their Instagram, it's just nude 20-year-old women.
Yeah. You mock me, by the way, but you already were DMing with him, with the mindful tennis coach long before. You guys talk, you guys know each other, so...
You're going to open that can of worms?
You're already asking him for advice.
Dan over here is mistaking my... slow, laconic drawl for a Southern California affectation when in actuality I'm just sick. And I said, I asked Dan if he's changed. He says no, But Dan boxed me out of this tennis lesson. Very LA of you, by the way.
You weren't invited.
Oh my God.
First of all, you couldn't. You were feeling under the weather. If I had invited you, it would have just been you and him hitting and me just like, playing third wheel.
Just a class of, it's just so LA. But it's a vibe.
I would have been
it's
in
a
the
vibe.
cuck chair of the tennis
It's
lesson.
a vibe.
And I don't want
it's a
that.
vibe.
I literally
looks good
said
on you.
have to help me beat Brian. And by beat, I mean get 3 games in a set.
Yeah.
And he's like, I like a challenge.
Just be free, man. Don't think so much. And then you're like, yes, it is working.
It is working.
Thank you.
No, his main advice was you should do more stairs because you play well when you get low. And I'm like, I know, but then I get tired after 5 minutes. And he's like, you got to run up and down stairs.
Oh my God. Well, I love that for you, Dan.
Yeah. What were you doing while I was...
I seem to enjoy New York so much when you are away.
Uh-huh.
And so for the...
Because you don't have to record a podcast.
Don't have to... No, I love the podcast. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you just hate me.
Also, speaking of beautiful homes, I think we should mention that we are recording this episode at Commune Design Studio.
Yes. Shout out. The next series of episodes, more than ever, should... make it clear that you should be watching us on YouTube because we made probably too much of an effort to record at interesting and exciting locales. You'll see them throughout. I think this is gonna be the first LA episode that airs. So we're here. We're both sitting in Hans Wegner type chairs. Real ones? What, you guys? Real ones.
Real ones.
How about that? Come on. Some wishbone action. We're drinking out of mugs. Did you guys make these mugs? And this is a Heath collab.
Wow.
Come on. You guys have all put Heath on your registry. And so this is a beautiful space and they do amazing work.
Thank you to Commune.
Yeah.
So I saw a contemporary dance show at BAM and it was called The Age of Content.
Age of Consent?
Was it? No, Age of Content.
Just kidding.
Age of Consent, maybe. New Order? No, it was choreographed by this experimental contemporary dance troupe based in France called La Horde.
La
Horde.
La Horde.
La Horde. From my understanding, they're part of the underground scene. They're the cool kids on the block, and the French government just commissioned them to take over the National Ballet of Marseille.
The French government does seem to give money to like crazy artists.
Yeah.
In a way where like our government gives money to like Kid Rock.
100%.
And that's who's doing a residency at the Kennedy Center. And the French government's like, yeah, these weird, queer, deconstructive, avant-garde. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
We saw their Olympics.
It was sick. But the show was incredible. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm all in on dance, Dan. I'm all in.
Contemporary dance.
This was amazing. This was really incredible. This was very horny, a very sensual show, but it's brimming with so much energy. And so there were maybe like 4 different dance pieces. If you are a dancer, and I'm butchering this language, apologies in advance, but the through line through a lot of it is they recontextualize a lot of like popular dances that emerged through the internet. So for instance, like the meme on TikTok where people will move like NPC characters in Grand Theft Auto. So there was like an entire like choreographed piece where all of the dancers were like moving like video game characters. And then the next one was like WAP. So the central piece was like all the dancers were doing WAP to a different type of music. And then the last one was just like an 8-second loop of the most optimistic music, but much like you would see on TikTok. It's just like 15-second loop, 50-second loop, 15-second loop, but it would drag on. It dragged on for like 8 minutes. So by the end of it, you want to fucking rip the skin off of your face because you just need the release. Like so much of the show is just like, you're just edging in your seat.
You're like being stuck in this endless loop cycle.
Please, like end. And so by the end of it, once they finally ended it, everyone just like immediately stood up because part of it was like, yes, the dance and the choreo is incredible, but it was just this huge relief. This is sick.
This is you recommend it. The best part was when it ended.
No.
You're just waiting for it to be over.
No, it was super sick though. It was very it's just everyone, the entire set design.
Did they do the Superman?
They didn't do the Superman, but the set design was incredible. Costume design was fucking sick. Everyone was so hot. It was a great show. That's
all that matters, really.
Yeah, it's truly all that matters.
They're French. They're hot.
It was very alt, is what I would say.
Okay.
Everyone was just like, it just looked like Ekos Lada, like dressed
like
the
a
entire
runway
show.
show.
Yeah. and all of the dancers were wearing low-rise jeans where the back was like a V cut into it, so you could just see their ass. And
cool. That is a hack to make anyone be like, I didn't really get it, but they were like hot and mostly naked.
Yeah, but it was incredible. It was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So, check it out. I don't think it's playing in New York anymore.
No, you'll never see it again.
But we will throw a link. It's going to be in our newsletter. So check out their works online, La Horde.
Yeah. Why don't you subscribe to our newsletter so that when you listen to the podcast, you know exactly what we're going to talk about. You'll be up on it. You'll have read the articles. You'll giggle at the inside jokes. People are saying it's the best deal on the internet.
There's a chat.
Speaking of almost naked, I yesterday did among the most embarrassing things that I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, yesterday in LA. Yeah.
In LA, yeah. Just in my life, but it happened in LA.
What did you do?
So we're staying at our friend Zach's. I'm staying at our friend Zach's house.
Yes.
I came back after tennis and took a shower, closed the door that I'm staying in because he has 2 cats and it's supposed to close the door so the cats don't get in.
Yeah.
Finished the shower, go to open the door to my room, locked.
Door. So you actually, sorry, what?
I accidentally locked, I'm in the house. I accidentally locked, I have no idea how I did this because you have to like turn the little like thing on the door, on the inside door handle.
Right.
So somehow I guess my hand slipped when I was closing it. I must have, whatever. It's insane. I think the cats did it. So I close it and then it's locked. My computer's in my room. My clothes are in my room. My phone is in my room. My keys are in my room. So I'm in this house with nothing.
No.
And
that's such a vibe, Dan. Oh my God.
With nothing. So, and I'm like, okay, I have to meet, I'm supposed to meet a friend in an hour and a half.
Stop. Oh no.
What would you do in this situation, bro?
I don't know. Oh my God, Dan. It's giving locked out.
It is giving locked out.
It's giving get out.
It's giving core memory.
It's giving get out.
So, first of all, I ransack his home looking for a key. I found a paper clip. I'm trying to like pick the lock as if I have any concept how to do that.
Zach wasn't home.
Zach was not home. It was 4. And I have no idea when he's coming. Zach could be going to dinner. Zach could be going to see his girlfriend who lives in Santa Monica and staying there.
So the next time you make fun of your friend for being unemployed, they could be going through this.
They could be going through this.
Yeah. Okay, so then
I try to go outside and I try to break into the window. I try to see if I can do that.
You're insane.
What would you do?
Just text him. Be like,
I don't have a phone, you fucking idiot. That's the problem. Just text him. Yes, that is the issue. It would be very easy if I had a phone. Everything was in the room. I had no way. I tried to figure out if there's a way to trigger the alarm system in the house.
Oh my God.
So he would get a notification.
Oh my God, dude.
And then after an hour of this, I just like embraced it. I'd be like,
fuck it.
I'm just one with the home. I'll just be here and stay on the couch. I started reading random shit. I started reading all like the posters he had on the wall, all the newspaper clippings. I just hung out with the cats.
You had nothing. You didn't even have your laptop or in the living room or anything?
Brian, if I had the laptop, I would have access to the internet so I could contact him. Every single thing I owned was in the room locked.
Dude, that sucks. What
and I
the
had
hell?
no idea when it would end. After an hour and a half, he shows up.
Oh my God.
And then he also has to look for 15 minutes for a key.
What?
You find the key, it's fine. But he was like, you don't understand how lucky you are. He was like, I was supposed to go to play a poker game in Beverly Hills. It was 50-50. And if I had done that, I wouldn't have been back till 11. So I would have just been sitting there for potentially 8 hours.
Stop.
And I was, all right, fuck you. This is a good story.
It is.
I don't like your mockery.
I'm not mocking you.
But now I just feel like if there was a survivor situation, I would be dead. Any kind of I didn't know how to do. I'm useless. Completely. Yeah. So now I want to learn how to pick a lock.
I'm sorry. I was like, why didn't you just go on ChatGPT and ask them what to do?
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, just ask Claude. Just ask Claude.
No,
Dan.
I had nothing. I was alone in the universe.
Oh my God, it's giving Luddite, Dan.
I thought about, am I going to go to a neighbor in a towel?
If you were really that desperate, you could have gone to a local business, asked them for the yellow pages, and call a locksmith.
Yeah,
like if you
in my, I guess I could have taken some of Zach's clothes.
If it was
He's very different body type than
insanely important. If it was an insanely
me,
important
I don't know if
meeting.
he wears Lululemon joggers. I don't know if I could have put those on. I would have to go out in the towel.
You would have done that.
Mostly, I was just where I was supposed to meet my friend at a few hours later, and I was just like, well, he's just gonna show up and think I'm dead.
That is.
I just I didn't want to be rude to him.
It must have been good for your mental though. That's like a forced brick.
It's a forced brick.
Yeah.
No, because I was just like trying to MacGyver my way into this. It's deeply embarrassing.
Oh my God.
He came home, but you know what I learned? I just
Did
learned
Zach
that
say has that happened before?
Zach said it's never happened, and he says he doesn't know how it happened. And I'm convinced his sneaky little cats did it because they've been fucking with me all week.
Stop.
Shut the fuck up.
I kind of like it. I'm gonna start talking like that.
Yeah, I
This
mean, you
LA
already
vibe.
sort of sound. Everyone thinks you're from SoCal anyway, so just lean into it. Everyone here is post-race. You meet everyone from every race, and they just talk like they just talk like they're from LA. It's kind of beautiful.
It is remarkable. You just meet someone who you know they have immigrant parents, and then the net outcome is like, no,
clock
Stop.
it, clock it.
That is tea,
Girl.
girl. That is stop. Well, I'm glad you're here, Dan.
Yeah, I could have still been trapped. Would you have
cool.
come and rescued me?
Well, you don't have your phone to call me.
Yes, Brian.
you would have been
That
fucked.
is the problem.
Yeah.
You've arrived at the exact dilemma I was facing.
That is so LA though. Zach was like, you don't realize how lucky you are. Okay. I was gonna go play a poker game in Beverly Hills with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
But instead I came home.
Came home, fed the cats.
Well, speaking of LA and Hollywood, Dan, did you see that David Ellison won?
He did win. The Ellisons stay winning. He just said he'd be Trump's butt buddy.
He willed his way into this deal.
And
so
he'll just completely censor the entire internet and programming for the dear leader.
So
and it worked out.
Yeah, so for our listeners, Dan, we're talking about how Netflix has formally dropped their bid to take over Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And when the first news of this broke out, people were like, no, that's bad. I don't like Netflix, but David Ellison's worse. So I guess
There's no good option
Ted
here.
Sarandos.
It was still in Charybdis.
I like Ted Sarandos. But
he's not giving a show, Brian. You don't have to say nice things about him.
No, I'm still in conversation with him. My opinion might change if they give me a formal no. Well, what's nuts is that so Netflix, they've dropped their bid. Warner Brothers is like, okay, we're gonna kill this contract with you, Netflix, because Paramount Skydance is giving us a better deal here. And there's a clause in there that Warner Brothers has to pay a $3 billion penalty to Netflix for breaking the contract. But
this is a great deal for Netflix.
It's a great deal for Netflix, but Paramount has agreed to pay that penalty in addition to the price of buying all of their shares.
They got that Oracle money. Do you understand what Oracle does?
Yeah, they do cloud computing.
I know. It just sounds like, it just sounds like a made up thing.
What's not to get, Dan?
I get it.
It's giving
Rousseau,
it's giving data management software.
Oracle and Salesforce. Anytime I meet someone who works there, I'm like, I don't understand anything about what. I hope you get AI'd out of existence because you're very annoying.
Well, it's already here. Did you see that? Which, by the way, Dan, you seem to like that David Ellison is taking over.
No, I don't. I think it's two horrible options. And I think Netflix just molds all content into its like mediocre brain slop.
It's not good that it's a single entity that is owning all of media top
But the
to
other
bottom.
option was Netflix, which is
But
the
David
biggest
Ellison
streamer.
is fucking-
But Netflix is the Goliath. It's by far the biggest streamer and the most watched of anything. You're saying that David Ellison owns CNN.
He owns CNN, CBS, TikTok.
Everyone
It's
who
not
owns
good.
who watches CNN is dead. They're dying right now. They're in hospice.
Oh my God, Dan.
It's just Joe Biden's corpse watching CNN. This is not it's not like an exciting package.
David Ellison has promised Trump that he will make the media more conservative and right wing.
Yeah, we're not going to get Heated Rivalry 2 on HBO. It's Canadian and gay. You think it's over?
It's a sad day for Hudson Williams stands out there. But the AI apocalypse is already here. Did you see yesterday that Jack Dorsey laid off 40% of his staff at Block? So Block owns Cash App and Square. but it's named Block because momentarily when NFTs and all of that was a thing, it's named after blockchain. I don't know. But anyways, Jack Dorsey laid off 40% of his staff, citing, even though that they have been more profitable than ever, but citing AI.
Citing AI, they've been replacing.
Yeah, it's like, we don't need all these people. If you work from home, like, go fuck yourself.
Maybe Elon was ahead of the curve with Twitter, where he's just like,
we need 5. We need.
What do you?
You need 7 autists is worth 1,000.
Listen, I worked as
employees.
I worked at a startup, and I had many meetings with people in the Metas and the Googles and the Snapchats. None of those people had real jobs that were needed at all. It was all just like, empire growth and people to take meetings and people who didn't even know. I would meet with people and be like, hey, how does the Facebook algorithm work? Like, can you help us? And they're like, well, no one knows. And you're like, what is the purpose of your job? And so, yeah, it's not surprising to me that people who did nothing and just like ate snacks and like went to the juice bar all day.
I don't know. They deserve to live too. Ultimately every tech job just trying to figure out what Cloudflare and Oracle and Salesforce does?
I guess so. Again, I'm just learning about what they do for the first time. So,
but it's okay. We don't have to worry about that because we're in LA, bitch.
We're in LA.
Yeah.
We're seemingly already, no one really works. So they're ahead of the curve in that sense. Except for the people at Commune who work so hard and diligently at creating just custom spaces tailored to your needs. Was that good, guys? And Jillian, who's just...
Commune is doing the most.
Commune is doing the most.
Yeah. We're in this palatial space in a beautiful building, and it's the only office that seems to be occupied and doing any kind of work whatsoever.
I've heard MacArthur Park is the nicest park in Los Angeles. Everyone tells me. So we're going to go have a picnic there after.
It's giving vibes. So we're in LA partially because it's Frieze and there's a lot of art happenings going on.
Yeah, I've been dragging you to a bunch of art stuff.
Yeah, it's been fun. We went to Felix. That was fun.
What'd you think?
Yeah, so for our listeners, Felix Art Fair they convert the Hotel Roosevelt, and a bunch of galleries will curate works and turn hotel rooms into exhibition of, like a gallery exhibition of sorts.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see so many works at once, and it's fun to compare and contrast the curatorial tastes depending on geographic location.
Oh yeah,
locales.
you were judging.
I was judging.
You were like looking. You're like, oh, okay, interesting.
I mean, it's my taste, but the Miami galleries, not my fave.
I did tend to notice that the New York galleries were always more aligned with my taste. 56 Henry had some great stuff,
and it's all seemingly not exorbitantly expensive in the way that it would be if you go to a normal blue chip gallery.
Yeah, if you went to Frieze, every time I go to Frieze, I'm like, no one here wants me in this place. I'm like taking up precious air.
Yeah.
For the actual sharks who are coming in, and also everything's sold by the time I've even gone in. Felix, at least the gallerist can pretend that maybe I can afford something.
I've gone on the record in the past and said that I've defended LA. I'm like, oh, it's great. It's vibes. It's so fun. It's chill. This is a very spiritually bankrupt city. Like, it's a tragedy. You have beautiful weather. It's wonderful. And yet, the people.
Why?
Over time, do you just converge into this? And by this, I mean, like...
I think you're hanging out with the wrong people.
I don't know. Me? I like my friends here.
Well, everyone I know who is happy here, I ask them who they're friends with, and it's just people who moved from the East Coast. So they've just like created this expat community where... They hang out with people who, yeah, exactly. They could be living in Mexico City or in Berlin. It doesn't matter. They're as integrated. They enjoy the weather and the
people
food.
Who read books.
Yeah, they've met the
instead of digital nomads in Condesa, it's just people who've read a book in the last year. Oh my god!
So maybe that's the trick.
Yeah, but when we're at Felix Art Fair, is that just what life is?
Yeah, that you can't. The moment you start listening to conversations around you, you really start going insane.
I'm beginning to question if having taste is a deterrent to accruing any wealth.
Yeah, maybe is that what you tell yourself for why you have no wealth? Like, it's just because I have taste. It's like I'm just like I'm like thoughtful and yeah. We've met with some people who I'm like this is the gatekeeper.
It's fine.
This is the person who has all the power in this city, and they can barely string a sentence together. Honestly, props.
It's not good for the human spirit to be this obsessed with your own reflection.
Yeah, you're just talking. Everyone you stay with just wants to talk to you about your diet.
I'm really excited to go back to New York. Seeing piles of dog shit on heaps of snow, it's good.
It's better. Well, here it's human shit, and so that's choose your fighter.
Oh my god, Dan.
I also like Felix is just nice because I'm just kind of sick of a white cube, fair wall or whatever. It's nice for people to be like, oh, the best stuff's you guys look on the side of the toilet, open up the toilet, some great art.
So many men in their 50s with so much lip filler, and they're like sincerely wearing dad hats that say art daddy.
Yeah. Oh my god. The art daddy hats.
It needs to stop.
Yeah, we need a huge moratorium on merch for
art fairs.
For art fairs.
Art daddy. But did you buy a painting?
You make me Monet. I bought a painting before.
Ooh.
Before my daddy's first painting.
This is your first painting?
My first painting I've ever bought. I went to Chris Sharp.
Okay, this is you're in your art collector era.
Yeah, I ran into this gallerist who invited me to his show, Chris Sharp. He has a wonderful gallery. And the you know me, I'm like, I wilt when someone recognizes me and says they like my stuff and I should come to the gallery. I'm like, okay. And that led to me spending a lot of money, but on a beautiful painting by Laura Larraz, who's a Spanish painter. She did a series. I'm trying to talk up the painting so that it increases the value. See what I'm doing? It's called insider trading. It's like
wait.
It's like how Swiss Beats buys cause. He's on the board of the Brooklyn Museum. He gets them to have a cause show.
Can you stop? I need to go. Can I go on Kalshi really quick?
Yeah.
And place a bet on this particular piece, and then we'll resume and then keep going.
It's a series of angels that she kind of reinterpreted these angels from Giotto fresco, his Lamentation. And I think they're really quite beautiful. I'm gonna have to bring it on a plane, which is very stressful.
Wait, on the plane that we're taking?
Yeah.
You're gonna have that as your carry-on?
I don't even know. I also have my tennis shit. It's gonna and all our podcast equipment. It's gonna be bad.
You're insane, dude. Some people. People make fun of the travelers who carry a Rimowa suitcase onto economy. You're gonna have a fucking painting in your hand.
Yeah,
when you're sitting in row 52C,
just hugging it.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Dan?
Yeah,
your priorities. But you know what?
Yeah, I'm not putting that in the overhead bins.
It's vibes.
It's vibes.
I'm into it. Wow. Okay.
So
congratulations.
I'm an art collector
exciting.
now. You're actually in a podcast. Doing a podcast with an esteemed art collector. So,
oh my god,
show some respect.
So if you're an up and coming gallerist, that's all it takes, folks. Just walk up to Dan and just pay him a nice compliment. Hey, I like your 80 home tour videos.
Like, all right, here. I don't have the money for it. It's not a good financial idea.
And I do want to stress, listeners,
but I just care about art. I just want to be somebody.
None of the Patreon money is going to this art piece.
Yeah, none.
Absolutely none.
It's going to a studio.
We're almost there.
It's been going to our Air One smoothie.
We are so close.
Sampling.
We're so close to reaching our goal to getting a studio. So if you haven't already, check us out on patreon.com/Middlebrow.
And then the other cool thing I saw, which you were feeling under the weather, and you just wanted to you wanted to veg out. You want to have some bone broth, and just cuddle. And so you ditched me.
What did you do?
I went to the.
Oh, you went to the AD party.
I did, yeah. I went to the AD party. That was a different thing, which was...
Dan has been doing all the things.
Half the people who listen to this podcast were at the AD party. I don't have to summarize.
Okay, fine.
I went to the Julia Stoschek. I have no idea how to pronounce her name. She is a German art collector. And she...
Oh, yes, yeah.
Stoschek.
She collects video art.
She's one of the few collectors of video and durational, time-based...
This seemed like the Coachella for all the e-girls that I'm friends with online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They were all there.
Okay.
They were really excited. So she I think owns the Variety Theater, which is like this kind of, I mean, talk about horrible vibes. It's like across from the crypto arena. It's like a 6-story early 20th century theater that's in a state of disrepair. It's like this video art show was in like the set of Resident Evil, or something, or it kind of had like Sleep No More, David Lynch vibes, where they're trying to create like a little bit of atmosphere,
right.
you know, red velvet curtains and like a little lamp, and you kind of lose your way. And you're kind of searching, and you're like, "Is this what am I gonna watch?" And then it's, you know, whatever. It's like a Paul Chan installation, but I thought it was really impressive. I mean, it's like video art is hard for me. I think hard for everyone, just because it's like you have to really sit there for like 10 minutes,
right?
And there's 6 floors, so I think I read that it's 12 hours if you want to see
much
everything, which I did not. Was not there for 12 hours, but she had a lot of great new media work, and she also paired it with a lot of very early cinema, so like Buster Keaton or silent films, and it was kind of this nice, or like you know, Journey to the Moon, the George Méliès, like very very early cinema, and there's this kind of beautiful dialogue that was going on before cinema was like really narrative. It was just like experiments. There's like my favorite thing was this 1895 18-second film of just a dude boxing a kangaroo.
Whoa.
This is like the beginning of cinema. They're like, what do we have to shoot? Like, we just invented it. All right. Thing number 2. First, a train coming to a station. Thing number 2, a dude boxing a kangaroo.
So what's this woman's deal, though? Is she just really passionate about video art, or is she just like...
there's a little controversy behind her.
This is undervalued. What's the controversy?
There might be a little bit of Nazi money.
Oh.
Yeah, there is a controversy. Her great-grandfather was in automotives, and he was part of the Nazi Party and was an industrialist, and apparently had... he said the quote I read, like, we treated our Soviet prisoners of war workers very well, which is, you never want to hear.
Oh, come on, Dan.
So there's a controversy, and people were like, should she be more forthright? And it's like, you know what? Like, we're talking about the Ellisons. They're right now doing horrible shit. Like, if she wants to launder her family's reputation with with a Wolfgang Tillman's installation, I think that's great. I think that's a good use of your money.
You're perfect for the art world, Dan. We just want to go out on the record here. It's a bit gauche to even talk about it at length and like unearth this sort of tea, but I'm sorry I even asked, Dan. I apologize.
So that baggage is there, but there's free popcorn.
Are you going to buy a video piece next? Is that next up in your collection?
I think I'm just going to download it on LimeWire.
You're going to torrent it?
I'm just going to torrent
and put it on a SanDisk.
Yeah. Can you torrent it in a John Raffman? I thought the most interesting stuff was the artists like Jacoby Satterwhite, like Liu Yang, like Jordan Wolfson, who were engaging with new technologies the most. So kind of like what we saw at PS1.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Ayeon Kim.
Yeah, Ayeon Kim. To me, that stuff was far more compelling than like people who were, I don't know, work from the 90s or the 2000s, where they were using just kind of like, it was just like, okay, this is a movie, but without any plot, and it's just vibes. And because like the artists like Jacoby Satterwhite are using video game engines and AI and 3D technology and creating these kind of universes, it does feel like that is the material of the present moment.
Yeah.
And in the way that like Namjoon Paik was using videos and televisions, and whatever artists have used the newest technology to engage with the current moment. Jordan Wolfson had these kind of like, he had this like brain rot, he had this piece called Artist Friend Racist, and it just felt like this, like, if you kind of like what you're describing at BAM, if you got stuck in this like NPC AI slop like loop, and it was just like mesmerizing. He had those fans, they're those things that like spin really quick and they create like an image.
The fans.
I don't know. It's like
at the end of a solitaire when you win.
No. It's like a physical like LED strip that's spinning at a crazy speed, and you hear this whirring. So he had like a whole line of these, and there was like a Star of David breakdancing and like stock images and whatever. It was just like madness
And this is beautiful.
I found it. I don't know if it's definitely not
and
beautiful.
You like it?
I definitely found it very mesmerizing and compelling. I would recommend going. I think it's on until mid-March, and you didn't come.
I didn't go. I'm. You know what?
You don't like art.
No, I like
You're
dance.
like a rube.
Give me dance. Give me something real, Dan. Give me something real.
You got it real.
I haven't seen you strain so hard to explain the merits of this, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to see something
It's
beautiful.
difficult to talk about art.
I don't want my art to be I don't want to see something that I can appreciate.
What do you want to see, Brian?
Life's too finite. I just want to see beautiful things, Dan.
You need to go back to New York.
I need to go back to New York so bad.
You don't belong here.
Who's the artist that we fucking hate? And he's finally getting his comeuppance. Rafik Anadol?
I don't know that.
Have you seen him on Twitter? He's getting fucking dragged through the mud right now.
Oh, is this the guy?
He does screensaver art.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. He did right. He did the MoMA entryway.
Yeah, but
they were like, people looked at this for 37 minutes.
But he's tripled down on AI, and he's like, much like previous fine artists, when film photography, color photography was first introduced, there was a lot of skepticism, but now AI is the future.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, this was like this huge, it was in the entryway of MoMA. And it really is like, if it's like Coco Melon for adults, it's just like hypnotizing and mesmerizing, and there's no there at all. There's no content. And yeah, Jerry Saltz went after him in the Some 60 Minutes piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the MoMA. I mean, this is what has slowly happening to any institution, is that they're like, how can we kind of be the ice cream museum? Like, how can we tastefully be the ice cream museum? Because people have audiences, they don't want to be challenged or made to think at all. They just want to be lulled by something fucking sick, something that should be like, in a Nike store.
It elicits the same emotional response out of me as to when, do you remember like Windows 95 or Windows 98? They would have a screensaver where like a square would bounce off.
Wasn't that the DVD?
Yes,
that was the DVD.
You would just want to wait for it to hit the
Your
corner
whole class
perfectly.
Would wait.
Exactly. That's what it is. That's what his art can be amounted to.
Honestly, that had more depth, because that was about a collective moment. You were united behind a purposelessness, which was exciting. You and your class, as you were waiting to watch, I don't know, Ken Burns' Civil War.
Oh man, the more we talk about art, the more I'm beginning to question the merits of it at all. Because speaking of collective moment, I went to one of the pieces that I saw when I went gallery hopping before I came to LA was a Felix Gonzalez Torres. Mm-hmm. It was just a platform, go-go dancer platform.
Okay.
And it's just a square platform that has lights around it. And a go-go dancer is meant to perform there, but you don't know when the dance performance is going to happen. So everyone is just kind of loitering in a room.
And isn't that what the real art is?
That's
Brian?
what the real art is.
Is the anticipation?
I do love his work though, but yeah.
Oh, you have to say that. You have to say that. Obligatory. Gay Latino artist who died of AIDS. I must like his work. I genuinely like his work. I know you don't.
Oh,
I like his work. I appreciate his art.
Right.
Unrelated.
I'm just going off of vibes.
Yeah, and unrelated to his cultural status and appeals to wokeness. He's among the most ripped off artists. So I think he is a genius, and so many horrible conceptual art that he birthed because it's deceptively simple. Like if you're an icon status like that and you do something that's like a very on the surface simple gesture, you're almost cursed to have your work destroyed by like decades of hacks.
Did you read the New York Times profile on Demna? Because he is debuting his new.
Did that just come out?
It just came out. He's debuting, so he's taken over.
Put that in the Middlebrow compendium.
So he's taken over Gucci. Then he just premiered his debut collection for Gucci.
He was part of the big shuffling that happened last year.
Yeah, big
where everyone just like musical chairs.
Yeah, So Demna, formerly of Balenciaga, and prior to that, Vetements, he's known for sort of very satirical, ironic, playing with proportions, edgy kind of clothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is a Wizard of Oz.
Anna Imhoff.
This is another Wizard of Oz moment, where here you have Demna, he's created a body of work that is very recognizable. It's very hard to achieve. Clearly, there is some sort of artistic genius and brilliance happening. Yeah. This is why I think that
he took a hat, and he shaved off the front of the brim. Who could have thought of such a gesture?
But this is why I think interviews are bad, because, except for our podcast, of course, but it just reveals too much. You know what I'm saying?
I've long been a Q&A at the end of the movie.
Actors, no more. Don't speak anymore.
Just let me project my own ideas onto you that do not exist.
So in this New York Times profile, Demna was talking about like influences and sort of realizations that he's encountered since taking over the House of Gucci. And I'm going to read you this. The second came from his 16-year-old cousin, who told him Gucci had become a Gen Z slang term. Like she says, I feel Gucci today, or it's too Gucci, Demna said. That exploded my brain. It means that this is more than a brand. It can also represent an emotion or be a state of mind. Now, he said, I'm using it a lot at work. I feel Gucci today.
How did he not know that?
I don't know.
I didn't know what tell him.
So maybe it's like, perhaps maybe I should appreciate his artistry even more, because maybe he truly is just creating in some dark warehouse corner in Georgia and coming up with these works.
Did he not do the homework? Did they not give him like kind of like a rundown when he's like, by the way, like the kids we have a good brand here at Gucci.
And it's so cooked. What
is he doing for them? Is he doing
He's doing the entire creative direction.
But is he bringing his Balenciaga style?
I mean, it just debuted yesterday. It's there's a lot of comparisons to like Tom Ford. It's going to be a lot more Eurotrash. Like he's taking Gucci into like a Eurotrash direction. Whereas like Ellison
not there already?
Well, before it was like kind of like this 70s Jared Leto retro disco funk sort of vibe. Mm-hmm. You remember where they had like tiger print and
right.
Now
very
it's
flowy.
Like now it's Eurotrash, like tight black trousers,
like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, we're gonna start dressing like Eurotrash in 2 years, Dan. So just get ready.
I can't wait.
I'm. You know what? After this pod, I'm just gonna buy huge sunglasses that just wrap around my face.
My tracksuit is ready.
But
he's Georgian, right?
Yeah, he's Georgian.
Is he like a god there?
Oh, he's got to be.
I can't name a single other well-known Georgian. Does he come back?
No, but Georgia has an amazing techno club, Bassiana.
Really?
Bassiana.
Everyone says they have a good wine.
Tbilisi.
Yeah, maybe they
got the cheese
I have
boats.
noticed that in the last...
Actually, Georgia's the new Korea. They are punching way above their weight
every single new restaurant in New York is a Georgian, like out of nowhere. It's like, how many Georgians are there? Every Chama Mama, they've taken over. And it's not like it's like light food. It's like dough and cheese and butter and egg in different combinations.
That sounds delicious. I don't know why you're hating.
It is, but like, I don't know if you're going to fit into your Eurotrash pants if you're eating that shit.
I have another quote here.
Okay, let's hear it.
To that end, he is weighing whether celebrity ambassadors in a celebrity front row are worth the money. It's like an arranged marriage, he said. I hate the idea of having to pay someone to wear your clothes if they don't want to wear them. I hate the word ambassador in general. We tried to have ChatGPT come up with a different word, but it didn't work.
That's good. So it's good that it's just ChatGPT all the way down.
This is the brilliant mind behind the House of Gucci.
Listen, English isn't his first language.
Everything's just Wizard of Oz, man.
Hey, listen, we wanted a different name for newsletter for our Middlebrow. We may have used AI to land on compendium. I actually like that he's going to kick out influencers, ambassadors, because I always was like, why are you paying these people? You don't think he's going to do it?
No, they just debuted. He had Kate Moss, Emrata, all of them were on there. Fake Mink.
Dude, I think the ROI on that shit is so nonsense. It's just because...
You're not going to buy Gucci trousers because of Fake Mink?
I guess
or
not.
Or SD Kid?
Yeah. Oh, Emma Chamberlain was at the Dior. So now I'm like, what? Who gives a fuck?
But that's our bag, Dan. We need
That's true. Actually, influencing is really important.
Influencing is so important.
It's really, in this kind of fractured market where people see through advertisements, they just want people they trust and have relationships with to be their guide, you know, and validate what they should be buying. And honestly, me and Brian are like really good at that, just organically.
Dude, my art consumption has been so schizophrenic since we last recorded, now that I come to think of it. Because I'm getting you're taking me into these art fairs. Again, La Horde, Google them. They're so sick. We really need more alt dance contemporary performances.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I went to see Sleeping Beauty at the ballet.
That's beautiful.
I'm still in my trad shit.
I love it. I saw a movie called Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
I have not seen it, but every Connor O'Malley type of person I know,
annoying
people I know who only, you know, who just want to send you Tim and Eric memes, they're obsessed with it.
It has a 4.4 on Letterboxd.
Okay.
That tells you.
That means, by the way, you can't trust that. Don't trust that. There are movies where, you know, it's just like Taylor Swift records. Like, you cannot trust the reviews.
I went to see this movie, and it's a comedy. Rare.
Not about Nirvana, right?
It's a comedy duo, Matt Johnson and his friend who is the composer. Matt Johnson is a director and comedian, but he also directed the Blackberry movie. Did you see that?
Right, with the Sunny in Philadelphia guy.
Yeah, with Glenn Howerton, which was actually quite good.
Yeah, people said it was good.
Yeah, and I think based off the success of that, he got his bag and then poured it into his real passion, which is Nirvana, the band, the show. And so Nirvana, it's called Nirvana, the band, the show.
Okay.
And the entire premise of the show is him and his best friend are like two dudes in their late 30s, early 40s. And all they want more than anything in the world is to perform at the Rivoli, which is just like a random music venue in Toronto. And the entire show is them coming up with these harebrained...
It's a show or a movie?
It started off as a show.
Oh, okay.
And so they just come up with these harebrained marketing schemes so that they can perform at insert random bar.
When did they make this
This
show?
was like mid-2000s.
It was like a web series.
Yeah, it was like a web series. Like it ran on Vice. Now they made a movie, and the entire premise of the movie is them wanting to perform at the Rivoli, and some Back to the Future like stunt. They get time traveled back into 2008.
Oh, so they use the footage but then, they're of themselves 20 years ago.
But then that's what's crazy is that the whole time as you're watching it, you're trying to figure out like, how do they edit this? How do they splice this together? Because the footage from 2008 is actually so like that's the comedy. It is literally 2008.
Yeah. So they knew what footage they had in 2008, and they probably wrote
around it. So
yeah, but it feels seamless.
Yeah, and there's this great moment. Like inexplicably, they just have a camera guy who's like a faceless third character. But they're like, wait. You can't be walking out in 2008 with that camera. That doesn't exist. You're going to blow our cover. You got to switch to this shitty camera. And then that's
why they're shooting on like a...
on like the handheld, like horrible Panasonic cameras. I mean, it's straight out of the Kanye playbook. Do you ever watch his documentary on Netflix?
Oh, yeah.
Before he was even famous, he was like, I'm going to be the fucking best artist alive. Trust me. I need you to film me 24/7.
Yeah. The thing is, there are so many of those that we will never see, of the people who did that but never made it. Well, and that to me is actually more interesting.
Luckily enough, we did meet a few of these types of people in LA.
True.
And listeners, you will get to experience it. We won't name who or what, but...
Jesus. So I guess in 20 years, we'll actually have a wealth of interviews that we think about this. Okay, you're watching the movie. I'm thinking business, Brian. I'm thinking 20 years from now, you and I have all this footage. We should be thinking about the same thing. We do a time travel movie.
I'm speechless because this is the first time I've ever heard Dan talk about business.
Business in 20 years. Think about how many Patreon subscribers we'll have by then.
Business. You're talking about business.
Talking about business.
Kind of want to vibe, Dan.
I'm vibed out.
I'm not vibed out, Dan.
I have to go fucking moderate a talk.
You're moderating a talk after this?
Yeah.
Where?
At the Future Perfect with Willow Perone.
What is this fucking world?
I can ask, I'm just like, I'm kind of like in the mix, you know? Like I'm kind of like a mover and shaker in a way. And people just like want me to elevate their thing. They know I got it like that.
I have this theory
This
that
is my
you
LA. I'm trying this LA insane,
this LA vibe.
insane arrogance.
Yeah.
I think it's the only way. I've been trying this like neurotic, self-deprecating Jew thing for too long.
You're just leaning
It's not
in.
working for me.
Yeah, I've witnessed it. You've leaned in quite well, you know? It'll be a guy wearing a fedora who's like, yo, love your works, man. And you're like, bro, such a vibe. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you.
I'm shopping at Filson.
What is that?
It's like I don't know. It's like one of those like Shinola type of like rugged.
Oh, Filson.
Filson, yeah, the brand.
Why did you bring that up randomly?
I don't know. It's the type of specific type of LA guy I see walking around.
No one in LA is shopping at Filson, by the way.
Oh, there's one on Silver Lake.
Yeah, our friend, who's the only guy in LA, we're shopping at Filson.
We're trying to make him over. All right.
Are we done? We're not done yet. We
Yeah.
got more time.
We have an hour.
No, I want to record more, Dan. I just
All
kind of
right,
want to. These are the types of moments that the listeners really want. Oh, I forgot to mention So before I came, see, I was doing my New York thing. I did a reading, Dan.
Oh yeah, for
Have you
Delia
done-
Kai.
Yeah, for Delia Kai. Have you done one of these yet?
A reading?
Yeah.
No, I do stand-up comedy, which is I don't change, you know, the expectations so that you don't actually have to get a laugh or entertain people.
I think you need to expand your mindset, Dan.
Did you crush?
There is no crushing.
You know you did.
There's no crushing.
Okay.
I was emotionally. There was an emotional
Listeners,
resonance.
This is the fakest shit. Brian thinks about this.
What?
how he did.
Delia was. She tapped her friends to read a piece centered around why they love the internet still. And so I wrote a piece, and it starts with, I still love the internet because. If you had to write a piece like that, what would you write about? Why do you still love the internet?
Fuck? Why can't you tell me that you're going to ask me this question before the podcast so I have time to think about it?
These are the authentic, real moments that this is the vibe. It's just vibing. Don't prepare.
Why do I love
That's some New York coded
the
shit.
internet?
Just fucking. Are there any niche for like what's like a weird?
Yeah. Yours was like the tennis forum.
Yeah.
What do I have? I love the internet because it's where I was able to find the Middlebrow community
You're such a fuck, dude.
that appreciates what I do and that supports me and creates a sense of community. And now an exciting chat on Patreon, a Reddit that really cares about
dude.
specific things that I care about, and I can feel seen and share what I love. So that's just me. What do you like
It's
posting on
tea,
some?
it's tea.
You like posting on some stupid tennis forum, Brian?
Swag. I have been going to.
I just appreciate our listeners.
I've been going to a tennis forum for 27 years.
I think you should. Is there a recording of it, of the reading?
No, but I am in talks to expand it for a magazine.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I think you should put it in the Middlebrow compendium.
Oh, I'll link it. I'll link
Okay.
it.
I like it, but only in the Middlebrow compendium.
No, it's already published.
God damn it, Brian! You're so bad at this. I'm trying to bring people into the Patreon.
I know. True. Okay.
And
Well,
you
I'll link
had-
it. I'll link it. I'll link it to.
Tell the list. You wrote about your tennis forum.
Yeah, I've been visiting a tennis forum for 27 years of my life.
That's crazy.
Did you ever go to Gawker? I think Gawker was pretty formative in my
Yeah.
time. Like
In college,
sort
I
of
was
like
on
understanding
Gawker.
the voice. Did you go on Hipster Runoff?
Uh-huh.
That was huge.
I was
for
on that.
me.
I was big on Newgrounds. Do you remember Newgrounds?
Yeah.
It was like people would upload their Flash animation,
Yeah.
the shittiest Flash animations, and you would like vote.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
used to make those, and I
Yeah.
would always not do well.
Speaking of Flash animation, do you ever watch Smiling Friends on Adult Swim?
I heard it's good.
Dude, they just
Is that the new Rick and Morty?
Well, no, the creators just killed it. They were renewed for 2 extra seasons, and they cited burnout, and so they just abruptly ended it after 3 seasons. Why would you do this in this economy? If you're a showrunner and
You
you're
know?
like, hey, you're guaranteed 2 more
You
seasons
gotta
until
know how to walk away. You gotta Dave Chappelle it, baby.
No, that's so selfish. It's fucked. There's so many people who work on these shows.
Oh, so you have to sacrifice your creativity and your artistic self for. Think about how much media. I feel like people say that all the time. They're like, I wanted to quit, but so many people relied on me, and then they make 10 seasons of the worst dog shit show you've ever seen.
I could helm a late night show for that reason alone.
That's gone. We're the new late night. I don't know if you knew this, Brian.
You see,
Pete
Listeners,
Davidson
you're
is on Netflix.
getting the real. Which I'm still curious to see who is like a Pete Davidson.
I put on an episode of Therapist yesterday with like Haley Bieber. When this was during the time of my this is how bored I was. I lost I was locked out.
You dare slander Jake Shane on the hallowed grounds of Los Angeles?
I'm sure
we're gonna get fucking blacklisted from the city.
He is the new mayor. He does run stuff. He'll have Sophia Richie shoot me in the back of the head.
Yeah, but anyway, so you watched it. Is it good?
If you want to watch like the biggest jerk off fest for 2 hours with the most famous people on earth, and I just like, who is the audience for this? Who just wants to see someone fawn over like Kaya Gerber?
But the LA mind can comprehend, Dan. Like, yeah, it's giving tea. Like, listen to Middlebrow. They won't like it.
We have some LA listeners.
We're too negative.
I think that's fine. We're bringing it back.
We're bringing
it back. Look at our friend Adam Rothstein, who's built a whole career just hating on different neighborhoods of Los Angeles.
Oh my God. I would love that. We got to have Rothstein on the pod.
Yeah, we should.
Subscribe. We'll throw in the links in our newsletter. Subscribe to the Patreon.
And thanks to Commune.
Go support experimental dance.
Yes. If you learned anything, you should be supporting experimental dance.
Please, La Horde. I mean, it's so sick. That's all I can think. That's all I've been thinking about. It's kind of cast a rain cloud over my art fair experience in LA. I'm just like, it's not La Horde.
It's not La Horde.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Well, subscribe to the Patreon. Follow us on socials. And thanks for listening.
Love
Bye,
you
everyone.
guys.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.